right. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you, and welcome back to another live stream. Oh my goodness, nobody's here yet. That's okay. Last week we had a little bit of the stream where just me talking about that. So the technologically, so I'm just gonna surrender, and Bert and I are just gonna start going live. We're gonna have a good time. I will briefly check on my phone to make sure it's at least showing up. But I hope you guys are having a good day. Oh, there she is. There I am, right there. Do you guys want to see my other YouTube recommends? What YouTube thinks I want to watch? YouTube thinks I want to watch True Crime by Eleanor Neal, and they are correct. That's what I watch all the time. And Teresa is Dead, also correct. Also who I watch all the time. I specifically, oh my gosh, people are arriving. It's working. You're here. Yay, you're here. Oh my gosh. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Katie. Hi, Lin. Hi, May. I'm so excited. Welcome back to another live stream. You guys are the first to arrive. I'm so happy you're here. We have such a good live stream today. You guys, I'm so freaking excited about it. I'm trying to have a little more focus with these live streams. I've done 3 of them, but I'm trying to have some more focus going forward. You know, last week we talked about Halloween makeup, that we were anti-hauling, how we were feeling about Halloween makeup releases, and this week we're going to talk about the Sephora sale, because I feel like every time the Sephora sale comes around, especially the holiday Sephora sale, my shirt is going to be falling down this whole video, so just try not to pay attention to it. Hi, Existential Gal. I'm so happy you're here. That was super sweet of you, but it's so hard to stay focused. Okay, what was I just saying? I feel like we're talking about the Sephora sale this week, and I feel like whenever the Sephora sale comes around, especially the holiday one, that's like all you hear about. If you're on makeup Instagram and makeup YouTube, like I'm assuming most of us are. If you're here, if you're not, I'm still so thrilled you're here. But I feel like you can't avoid, hearing about this dang old Sephora sale all the time. And I have a lot of thoughts on Sephora in general, but especially the sale. So I thought it would be fun to talk about it. I want to hear your Sephora sale recommendations, because even though, spoiler alert, I think the sale is a scam to just get you to buy more money when you didn't, to get you to buy more things when you weren't going to spend that much money in the first place. But of course, naturally, I still want your recommendations. So, oh shoot, I just remembered I put concealer on a chest pimple I have. I didn't rub it out. It must have absorbed. Wow, that's good news for me. Okay, who else is here? Soul is here. Hi, Soul. Donna's here. Hi, Donna. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here. Scar B is here. Hello, I'm so happy to see you. Pirate James is here. Hello, Pirate James. I'm so happy you're here. Wow, you made it. 3rd time's a charm. We love it. Oh my gosh, everyone's here. I'm so excited. Thank you, Joanne. Joanne liked my purple vibes. Thank you so much. Also, we're not just talking about the sale today. Look at me. I gotta put some makeup on. If you can't tell, yeah, I'm wearing some already. Got my eyebrows on, got my foundation on, my little faux freckles on already. But I wanna do my eye makeup with you. I like that sometimes on the live streams, I'll take a beat to do the takeover again, as if I can do the takeover again and it's not live. It's okay, it's fine. I just forget to breathe a lot of the time. That's usually what gets edited out of my videos, is me talking for a really long time and talking and then taking a deep breath. So, hi, Sarah. Oh my gosh, so happy you're here. Hi, Barbara. So happy you're here. Sewell, so happy you're here. I'm so sorry if I ever say anyone's names wrong. Please correct me. I want to say all your names correctly. Bert's here. Did you guys notice the little sweet man in the background? He's been staying cozy, warm in here all day because the radiator has been pumping today. The radiator is right in front of me. Probably shouldn't smack it. But it's super toasty warm in here, so Bert's been hanging out in here all day. It's so nice. We're so happy to have him. Okay, so should I get into the thing? The video's about? I don't know if I should open my shades anymore. Should I adjust the lighting? I don't know. The sun is setting right now, so that's probably why I look a little orange, but nothing we can do about it. I'm gonna, contrast that with some purple, hopefully. So let me put some makeup on. Try not to set myself on fire. Scooch that candle over a little bit. I promise I'll get into the makeup, but look at this candle. We gotta talk about a candle, because this is the Chestnut Praline Latte candle that I got at Marshall's, and look at how stinking cute it is. I know you're like, the white packaging, that's boring. Look at the lid. Look at the lid. It looks like latte art. You guys, how cool. Spoiler alert, it's not a spoiler, it's just information about me. I used to manage a coffee shop for like 3 years. I tripped over my words there. I used to manage a coffee shop for 3 years, and I could never do this. I could never do this type of art. I could do the hearts. I could do hearts, and occasionally I could do a rosetta, which is kind of what this is. This is just like a rosetta in a circle, but I think this is so pretty, and I love this candle. It smells so good. It does smell like a Starbucks Chestnut Praline Latte, which is my favorite holiday drink they have. I'm going to have to go get one soon. Are they out? Are they available? Have they put out the holiday beverages? I don't think I've been to a Starbucks in like 2 years, but I like that latte, so yes. Oh my gosh, everyone's excited to see Bert. Bert's getting some hellos in the chat. Getting some hellos in the chat, sir? He's resting. I know, it probably seems like I bug him all the time, and that's because I do. So, correct. All right, let's put some makeup on when we talk about the Sephora sale. I have a couple purple eyeshadows here that I want to use. These are from my singles that my friend Artie sent me. Thank you so much for sending me these singles, Artie. That was super sweet of you. And I have this beautiful purple eyeshadow from Menagerie Cosmetics. And I have this beautiful purple shimmer eyeshadow from JD Glow. I think I could pull it out. It's in a little magnetic palette. It's not a very good magnetic palette. No, Give Me Glow. This is a Give Me Glow in Pretty Little Lilac. And I'm not even going to attempt to take the Menagerie one out because it looks like it's breaking. I don't know how I did that, so I got to be more careful with my stuff. All right, so those are the shimmers we have. And then I realized today as I was pulling out all this purple stuff, you guys got to give me recommendations. For someone who loves purple as much as I do, I sure don't have enough purple mattes in my collection because I have this one from By Mellow Ops, but that's kind of it. I just have like a million variations of that type of purple. I got my Midas Cosmetics Perception palette here. This one's a little pinkier, but like I need some more deep purples. This is a deep purple, but I need more mid-tone purple mattes. So let me know what purple mattes I need to pick up. I'll do singles, I'll do a palette. Honestly, I probably need a palette though. I think I need more than just a couple. What's everybody saying in the chat? Ooh, Donna likes my candle lid. Thank you so much. I did not paint it myself. Isn't it so pretty? I can't get over it. That's why I don't normally bring the lid of the candle into my room, but I brought this just to show you because I think it's so pretty. Ugh, Bert is such a mood, isn't he? Just resting, enjoying himself. Okay, let's get into some makeup. Okay, so like I said, I'm mostly wearing makeup already. Let me put some concealer on my eyelids to prime the eyelids. I'll zoom in a little bit, but I'll make sure you can still see Bert here because we don't want to lose him at all. Also, if I'm looking down at all today, it's because normally I put my laptop on the radiator, but as I just mentioned, the radiator is pumping, so I can't put it there. I don't know what would happen if I did. Probably just get too hot. Wouldn't be good for it. I already have an 8-year-old laptop, so probably not good to put that much heat on it. Where is my concealer brush? Every time I get on camera, I forget to prep my brushes beforehand. That's okay. Let me just conceal the lids, do a little priming here before I put my eyeshadows on. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. I know, it seems like, okay, it's kind of a popular thing. Everybody feels like they need more purples. I'm glad we're all on the same page because I love purples. I don't understand what happened. And I was even looking through all of my colorful palettes, of which I have many. I got so many colorful palettes, and not a lot of them contain purples. Even like my rainbow ones, you know, how one purple, but I'm just surprised. I even pulled out my palette, that's the collab between Odin's Eye Cosmetics and Annette Loves Makeup, and because I knew that was kind of like a purpley blue theme, but shockingly, there wasn't a lot of purple in there. There was a couple purple toned blues, like, you know, blues that are like leaning a little purple, but not like true purples, you know, and a lot of the purples were shimmers too, so I just feel like I need more purple mattes. So, let me see, does anyone have recommendations? Okay, oh, okay, Donna's got a good recommendation, the Orchid You Not palette by ColourPop. Okay, cool. I'm not always a huge fan of ColourPop's mattes, especially when they get to be like deeper. I find that their lighter mattes work better for me, but I would be willing to give that a try because I know they do have a ton of monochrome palettes, right? So that would be a good brand to check out. Artie's here. Shout out to Artie. Hello. I'm using the singles you sent me today. I was just talking about it. I don't know if you were here, but I'm going to be using these purples today because I'm in a purple mood. It's a purple vibe today. Purple Wednesday indeed. Oh my gosh. Hi. Artie's playing a game. Oh my gosh, like a video game? That's me saying it like Hank Hill from King of the Hill. I don't play video games, but I respect those of you who do. I think it's so cool, and especially when people are like gamers and streamers. My boyfriend's friend from work was giving me some tips on streaming because he's like a Twitch streamer. He does like gaming on Twitch, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. That's so cool that you play games on Twitch. Artie says, Paradise Fallen is a great one. Is that a game? Is that? I'm so out of touch. I'm like, is that a game? Is that an eyeshadow palette? Could be either. I believe you. Believe everything you say, of course. Very trustworthy. But yeah, that's very cool. Yes, it's a video game. Cool. Paradise Fallen palette. That could be pretty though. I don't know. Maybe you could make a custom palette with colors from that video game. That could be really fun. Ooh, Pirate James says the Hummingbird palette from the Diversa collection. Yes, you're right. That one does have a deep eggplant purple. I was looking at that one earlier. That's good call. Absolutely. You're right. That one has a great eggplant purple. I just feel like eggplants I need more like royal purples. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe that tone. Like, I need like a matte like this. This is my little KVD Super Pomade. But I would love just like a matte eyeshadow in this type of a tone, so I'll have to be on the lookout. Hi, Betsy. Oh my gosh, you're here. Hello. I'm so excited everybody's here. Such a fun time. Ooh, Existential Gal, would you say you gave me a recommendation? Do not want the kid you not. They look more like unique shades of purple. You do want the or kid you not. Ooh, okay. I feel like I'm having trouble picturing the or kid you not. With unique shades of purple. Okay, I'm going to Google that later. I would Google it now, but you see how easily I get distracted, you guys. I'll be off and down the street if I start Googling things. Paradise Fallen from Ace Beauté sounds like a real sentence, you know? Is it? I'm questioning myself. You just told me it's not real, and I'm still like, but is it? Are we sure? Wait, is it? Did I read that wrong? Is it palette? No, it's a video game. Okay, see? Alright, dang it, I'm getting thrown off. I believe everything I read. Okay, how's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. Also, hello. Ooh, the wine palette. Yes. Gates, that is a great point. The wine palette is a beautiful purple palette. How did I forget about that? When that launched, I was like, I'm listening, Glamlight, hello. And then I feel like so many other, palettes launch after that. So many palettes launch all the dang time. So I forgot about it for a second. But that is a very good point, and I've been wanting to try it, Glamlight, so that's a hot recommendation. Thank you very much. Ooh, the pomade looks blue on camera? That's interesting. It does kind of look blue on camera. You're right. It's called Roxy Purple from KVD Beauty. Why does it look so blue? That's weird. It's purple. It's for sure a purple. I'm probably going to put it on my eyes. Should I do that now? Okay. Alright, Artie with the update. Artie is playing Last of Us Paradise Fallen. Is a palette from Ace Beauté. Well, I'm never going to catch up. I'm never going to catch up with this. Too funny. Oh my gosh, yes, Gates. The green one looked so pretty too. Absolutely. All of the Ace Beauté ones looked really pretty. I'm not Ace Beauté. Who am I talking about? Glamlight. I'm talking about Glamlight now. All of those little... What do you call them? The drink palettes? I don't know. What was that collection called? It was like cocktails or something. They all looked really pretty. Even the neutral one, which I know, neutrals, but it had pops of color in it, I think. So those all looked really pretty. And my shirt keeps falling down. No. I should probably put an eyeshadow on. Should I put this base on? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it because I don't know what I'm doing. But... yes, absolutely. Send me a picture, Artie, because I would love to see that. Thank you. All right. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yes, Donna. Okay, I'm so happy to hear that you heard the Glamlight palettes are really nice. I feel like I've seen a lot of pictures of them, but I haven't heard a lot of reviews yet, so good to know. Except if Katie's still here, I know Katie got the Glamlight palette in the green one, and she really likes it, and Katie is queen of greens, so... that is, a big review there. Good for Glamlight. Okay, so I'm dipping into my by Mellow Ops Radioactive Eyeshadow Palette. clearly my favorite purple and my most used purple, because I hit pan on it so hard. One of the few eyeshadows that I've actually hit pan on. I don't have a plan for this look, as I often don't. Ooh, dusty. My goodness. Dusty but good. Dusty but good. Oh my gosh. I got on such a tangent. I wanted to talk about the Sephora sale. Don't worry. We'll do a seamless transition here in just a moment, and you'll be like, wow, that is so amazing. Okay. I'm seeing something about Juvia's place. The Juvia's holiday palette from last year. Ooh, did that have purples in it? I've been wanting to try Juvia's place. I hear great things about their eyeshadows too. And they do a lot of little monochromatic palettes. So that's it. Thank you for bringing up Juvia's place. I'm going to have to look into that. Should I open my shade more? I don't know my papers. It's just, yep, wearing the same pants again. These are my streaming pants and definitely not the pants that I wear every day. All right. Ooh, oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. Age of Opulence palette. Yes, that's true. I have been seeing that go around. My friend Megan on Instagram just did a look with that today, and she looks so pretty. I was like, wow, literally blown away. So yeah, maybe I'll have to check that out. I like Beauty Bay too. I've only tried the Wilderness palette, but I really, really like the formula. I was hesitant to try it for a long time because I watched so many reviews on the Nikki Tutorials palette, and those reviews were not good. Like, people were not impressed by them. People I trust were not impressed by them. Teresa is Dead talked about how the shimmers didn't last very long on her eyelids and they creased. And I watched a Smoky Glow review where she was like, no, this is not working great, you know? So it turned me off to the brand a little bit. But from what I heard when I was, putting out my feelers for the Wilderness palette, everyone was telling me, nope, the Nikki Tutorials palette was a fluke. The Wilderness palette is good. All of their other stuff was good. And, I trusted them. And thank goodness I did, because the Wilderness palette is very good. Remember to take a couple of breaths here. Ugh, I wish I'd planned out an eye look. I don't know what I'm doing. It's fine. It's fine. What's going on? The Age of Opulence palette is pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, you guys influenced me to buy Beauty Bay stuff like nobody's business. I feel like Beauty Bay gets brought up, and I'm like, ooh, ready to make a purchase. I'm going to end the stream and go make a purchase. So they've been having some good sales recently too. Sales, that could be a good transition into the other thing I wanted to talk about today, which is the Sephora sale. I feel like it's, it's great. I had a great transition and then nothing to say. No, I wanted to talk about the Sephora sale today because I truly just feel like it is a scam. And this is coming from a lowly beauty insider, so take what I say with a grain of salt, because I really don't buy a lot from Sephora. I'm an indie makeup brands gal. I tend to stick to my indie makeup brands, and recently have been getting into Beauty Bay. And also, even just aside from my indie makeup brands, I like to buy from brands' websites because they tend to have better sales there. I remember a couple years ago, a couple years ago on Cyber Monday, I shopped Pat McGrath's Cyber Monday sale because she had her her Luxe Trance matte lipsticks on sale for $7 with free shipping and an additional 10% off. I still have it. I've tried to declutter it a couple times, but I'm like, this is a luxury item that I got for $6.50, so I don't think I ever can. And that was on her website. That wasn't on Sephora. So, and Pat McGrath just had a 30% off sale the other night. I almost made some purchases last Saturday night when I had a few Halloween beverages, but I refrained because I didn't find anything I wanted and I just didn't feel like it. But I feel like a lot of times the brand's websites have better sales than Sephora does. So again, I'm a lowly beauty insider, so I would only be getting 10% off. So for me, this sale is what do I really care? What do I give a darn about it? But, I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Let me look down at the chat and turn on my brightness a little bit. There we go. What's the chat saying? And breathing. Someone's talking about the Sephora sale. Yeah, that's okay. I get it. Ava's here. Hi, Ava. Hello. everyone. Say hi to Ava. Everybody say hi to everybody. You guys are all so sweet. Y'all talk in the chat. Makes me so happy. Oh, wow. What a good time. Ooh, Gates hit Rouge in Sephora in 2016, and they never took it away? That's lucky. Oh my gosh, that is really lucky. Actually, I can relate to that because I used to work at Starbucks, and even after I stopped working there, my partner numbers still worked for a long time after that. So I got an employee discount for a long time after that. So, wow, isn't that so great when they forget to turn off your employee discount and you get to keep using it? Or in your case, the Rouge membership. That is so cool. It's so lucky. 20%, I get it. I get being hyped about a 20% off sale, especially with expensive items. You know, like you're buying a Natasha Denona palette, it's like $120, and you get 20% off, and that's $24 off. So it takes it to under $100. So I totally get that. That's a good deal. But for me, the 10%, I'm like, meh. But, you know, just the sale in general, I feel like is designed to make you buy things that you weren't going to buy in the first place. So even though you're getting a good deal on certain stuff, I feel like, let me backtrack here. Let me reel in my fishing pole for a moment and say that I think the Sephora sale is good if you go into it disciplined. You know, if you go into it knowing what you're going to buy, and everything you're going to buy is something that you've been eyeing for a long time and you purposefully waited to buy it at this time, then I feel like, okay, I get it. I hear you. I feel you. But I feel like there is potential with the Sephora sale where you get there and all of a sudden it's chaos. It's madness. You're buying things that you didn't really want because you see, oh, this set is a really good deal. And even though I don't want 80% of the things in the set, it's such a good deal. How can I pass up such a good deal? And then suddenly you're like 8 lip sets in and you don't know what happened, you know? So I just feel like there's potential for that to happen to me. Tara's here. Hi, Tara. Hello. Dee's here. Hi, Dee. Hello. Or Di. I'm sorry if it's Di, but I'm so happy that you're here. Wow. You guys like that I've been blending, not really blending. I've just been packing on, just been doing a purple matte forever. Let's see. Let's find another purple for me to use. I think I'm going to dip into, I don't want to use that. I need more purple mattes. I don't know what I want to use. I think I'm going to use my little KBD pomade because that's the color I want. I don't really want it to be a cream. I wanted to have a powder eyeshadow, but we'll make it work. It's fine. I'm over it. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. Yes, Artie thinks that I am right about brand sites having better sales sometimes. Yes, I feel like that's, you know, you pay attention to the brand site sales. Tara, I'm so happy Tara's here because Tara had a great tweet the other day talking about how the best sales of the year aren't actually on like Black Friday and Cyber Monday and are actually like when the brands do like these little sneaky flash sales in October and November. And I was like, yes, exactly. Brilliant. 100%. I totally agree with that. She is so right. Like, you just have to watch out for these brands' little sales that, you know, like Pat McGrath just had a 30% off sale. Sorry, I just heard a noise. That was so scary. I thought someone was trying to come into my apartment. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there's a weird noise. Bert's. Bert's not worried, so I think it's fine. I try to go off if Bert's worried, whether or not I should be worried. What is happening? Maybe it's the heat. It could just be the heat. The heat sometimes makes noises as if someone is trying to break into my apartment, so we're just gonna cross our fingers that that's it. And if someone is trying to break into my apartment, and you see someone show up behind me, then call the authorities. You know, call the authorities. You guys don't know my address. Some of you do. Already knows my address. Already call the authorities and give them my address if someone breaks into my apartment, because hopefully they're not. Hopefully it's fine. Back on track. Enough about me being afraid of noises in my apartment. And back to the Sephora sale. No ghosts. No ghosts. There are no ghosts. And if they are, I'm at peace with that. And it's fine, and I'm happy to share the space. Hi, Victoria. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Hello. My goodness. Ava has mysterious apartment noises too. Isn't it scary? Didn't you freak yourself out every second of the day? Or are you not an anxious person like I am? So I do freak myself out. Not every second of the day. It's usually right before I go to bed. All of a sudden I hear noises and I have to remind myself, I'm like, it's the wind shaking the door, it's totally fine, no one's coming in, Bert's not freaking out, so it must be fine, don't worry about it. Don't really know what I'm doing with this eyeshadow, just kind of going in, letting my fingers do whatever they want, see what's going on here. Ugh. I can't stay on a topic. It's hard to stay on one topic, but I have to try. We were talking about the Sephora sale, though, so I feel like I've given most of my points, and I've quoted Tara's points as well. And I feel like, it's, we all kind of know, we're not naive. We know that they're trying to just get us to spend more money. But aside from that, what are you guys buying at the Sephora sale? Because I am a clown and will probably still buy something. Because, I feel like if you just look at it from a discount perspective, like if you look at it from like, oh, you had 10% off, then it's like, boo, thumbs down, we hate it. But if I look at the sets, and not even always like a big set, not even always like one of those sets that has like 40 items in it. If you look at the sets, like sometimes things come in a set of 2 or a set of 3, those are where you get the good deals, Last year at the Sephora sale, I got I think it was called the Jingle All the Way Tower 28 lip gloss set. I still have one of them. I've used the other 3, but I got 4 of these little mini Tower 28 lip jellies for like $15. And I stand by that being a really good deal. I absolutely loved them. Clearly, I used 3 out of the 4 of them already, and I'm about to finish this one. And it took me like a year to finish all of them. So I feel like that was a good deal. I'm willing to buy a lip set because I use a lot of lip products and I like to wear a lot of lip products. So that's kind of where I've been flocking to the last couple of days when I'm like browsing what's on the sale to get ready for it. I'm like, okay, lip products I'm kind of interested in. Yes, the Tower 28 lip jelly set is so good. And I think they have one that's like not the clear ones. I think they have one with some creamy shades this year. They have a new shade. I think it's the Chestnut shade. Oh, and then I think it comes with a clear one. Honestly, I really liked their clear gloss, so I might be into that anyways. I don't know. They have a really nice gloss formula. I really like it, so I would be down to buy some more Tower 28 lip glosses for sure. All right, let me clean this brush here. Not working fast enough. What's everybody saying? Oh my gosh. Ooh, Nest Fragrances bundle. Everyone's always talking about Nest Fragrances. Oh my gosh, I feel like I hear so many good things about Nest Fragrances. That could be an option. I'm trying to get more fragrances in my life. I'm trying to wear more than just my Bath & Body Works body sprays. No hate to my Bath & Body Works body sprays, but I do want to try some new fragrances. I always forget Sephora has fragrances. Thank you for reminding me. Sephora has fragrances. Oh my goodness. There's so many messages coming in. Wow, this is very exciting. Thank you all for sending so many messages. Wow, I'm having trouble reading them, but thank you for sending me so many. Ooh, Youth to the People. Crystal's talking about Youth to the People. Hi, Crystal. That's a brand I've been curious to try. They don't really have sales or anything. Oh, okay. That's a really smart idea. Crystal is saying how Youth to the People doesn't really have like regular sales, so it's a good opportunity to take advantage of the Sephora sale to get some skincare. That is a great point. Do any of the brands that I buy skincare from, are any of them carried at Sephora? I don't think so. I use a lot of CeraVe. I use a CeraVe cleanser, and I recently started trying, how do you say this name? How do you say this brand's name? Naturium? Naturi? I think it's Naturium. It's probably wrong. It's Susan Yara's skincare brand. That it's not just hers, but Susan Yara came out with this skincare brand, and I recently started using their BHA liquid exfoliant and their plant-based ceramide moisturizer, and I really, really like it. But they're not carried at Sephora, I don't think. If they were, that would be great for me, because they're expensive. A little on the expensive side. They're not crazy expensive, but they're a little more expensive than I want to spend. I'm so sorry if you can hear the radiator. He's screaming, oh no! Just department things. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the ambiance, right? Ooh, Ava likes the Youth to the People facial oil. I like the sound of that. I love a good facial oil. I've been using it. Ooh, cool. This radiator is literally screaming. Oh my gosh. I've been using a facial oil from Love Kinship, or Kinship, I forget what the name of the brand is, and it's an oat facial oil, and it's really nice. I'm just gonna let this radiator run his course. He's screaming, he's got something to say, he wants to join in on the conversation. What's he saying? What's he saying? His for sale is a scam, but he's definitely gonna be picking up some more lip glosses. Okay, very cool. Cut that in post. Oh my gosh, let me finish this little wing. Am I doing a wing? Not well. If I'm trying to do a wing, it's not going great, but I think that's what I'm trying. It just keeps getting longer, but what are you going to do, right? I'm going to add some shimmers, and it'll all be fine. Stop screaming, please. Oh my gosh, what's everyone saying? Ooh, there's a fragrance. Dee is saying that there's a fragrance sampler set from Sephora. That's a good idea. Oh my gosh. And you get a full size of your favorite? I think I've heard that before. How does that work? Do they give you a coupon to buy like any, does it have to be one of the ones that was in the sampler? That would probably make sense, right? If it had to be one of the ones that was in the sampler. Or can you just use it to buy any perfume? That sounds like an actual good deal. Like I get that. Especially if you're a fragrance person who likes to wear a bunch of different fragrances, which I kind of am. I want to be. I just don't have enough to be that person right now. But I really like sweet smells. I like gourmand, you know. I want to smell like sweet vanilla marshmallows all the time. But I also like citrusy smells, and I also like spicy smells. I kind of like to smell like a little cinnamon lady, a little clove lady, something like that. I don't know. I like spicy. I like the way this one looks. This one looks fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's fine. Okay. What am I doing? I don't know. There we go. Finish that up. What's the chat saying? Oh my gosh, you can hear the radiator. Oh no, that's okay. Too funny. It sounds like a tea kettle. I know, that's so funny. Thank you, Ava. Oh my gosh, man, I'm literally blushing. Ava said that I have skill for being able to do my makeup live. Not well, though, Ava. Not well live. I can do it, but not always well, because I get so distracted. But that's because I say, you know what, it's like I get distracted doing my makeup live, but at the same time, when I normally do my makeup, I'm watching, like, a video at the same time as doing my makeup, at the same time as multitasking, doing other things, and checking things on my phone, so I should be better at doing my makeup with distractions, but this, you know, we'll get there. We're working on it. I also always forget that these KVD pomades, although glorious, and I love them, they do dry down quickly, so I should not have tried to do both eyes at the same time, but I did for the sake of the stream and for keeping things moving, but it is kind of drying down a little bit and getting a little tough to work with, but that's okay. This one's longer. This one's longer than the other one. That's okay. We'll check back in. Alexa's here. Hello, Alexa. Yes. My friend Alexa's here. Alexa and I went to college together. We were roommates. This is so fun that you're in my stream. Hello. I'm a streamer, you guys. Just like Twitch, except on YouTube. Just like a real life streamer. And it's a fun stream because the sun is going down as the stream is happening. So I'm changing the camera settings as it's happening. I'm all over the place. The lighting is changing. It's great. It's great. Multichromatica asks if I've seen the new Glisten Wet Liner palette. I think so. I think I know which one you're talking about. Do you mean the one that looks like it has a little puppy on the front? It's like a collab palette, I think. I don't remember the name of who it's a collab with, but I have seen it, and I am very interested in it. I'm very, very interested in it. I am supposed to be expecting a package from Glisten Cosmetics potentially in the future. They did reach out and ask if they could send me something. I don't know what's going to be in it though, so I haven't purchased anything right now just because I want to see what I'm getting. But I'm very excited about it, and I'll definitely make a video because, oh my gosh, I love Glisten Cosmetics, and I love wet liners, and I love eyeliner, so definitely will have a video on that. I really wish this radiator would stop screaming. I think I can make him stop. I just forgot how to. Let me me see. Let's see. I'm going to turn a knob. Is it stopping? Turning a knob, turning a knob. Okay. I turned the knob, which I think is going to make the heat stop, but honestly, I'm sweating, so that's fine. Bert and I will be okay without a little heat for a second. So now I can be less distracted by the radiator going off constantly. Where is my glitter glue? Glitter glue! Yes! Alright, now I'm going to be going in with my Praline Pixie Epoxy that my friend Artie sent me. Shout out to Artie, that was super sweet of you. And I'm going to put some of that on. What's going on? I gotta remember to check in. It's a cow palette. Oh, the Glisten Cosmetic, the new Glisten palette is a cow. I thought it was a puppy. You're right. It definitely looked more like a cow. Oh, that's so cute. Cows are so cute. I always call Bert my little cow man because he's got his little black and white patches. He's my little cow man. I love him so much. I'm surprised he's not, like, trying to party right now. This is normally, like, his partying hours. Like, between, like, 4 and 6. I call it Bert's partying hours because he literally does just run laps around the apartment and scream and shake his head around and run into things. And it's stressful, but it's a good time. And he likes to party because he's a cool guy. So this is shocking that he's sleeping right now. But I guess he's soothed by the stream. The stream is soothing to Bert. He's a real streamer, a real cool streamer guy. Alright. What is going on? Thank you, Donna. Super sweet of you. Oh my gosh. Yes, Victoria, you're right. Doing your makeup live is good practice for if you have kids. Yes, I'm sure it's good practice for when you have distractions. Absolutely. I know. I usually do my makeup when I'm not filming. I normally do my makeup when I have, like, the day off or when I have a lot of free time so I can just take my time and hang out. So whenever I'm doing something at the same time, I'm like, what's going on? How do I focus? What is focusing? What is focusing? I'm doing great, though, with this glitter primer. Doing great, doing fine. If you're watching this video later, hello, thanks for being here. I meant to say that last time. I gotta remind myself to acknowledge the folks who watch later. So if you're watching later, I'm so happy you're here. I'm tickling your chin. Unless you don't want me to, then I'm not tickling your chin. But if you do, that's what I do to Bert. Bert likes when you scratch his little chin. That's why I'm scratching your chin. It's not weird. It's totally okay and normal. Okay, let's go in with some shimmers now. Now my hot pole is screaming too. If you live in an apartment, I don't know if this is probably all apartments. I don't know if it's just a New York apartment thing. But I got a radiator and I got a hot pole right here. And even though the radiator's off, the hot pole is now tinkering as if there's a tiny man in there with a hammer hitting it. But that's okay. It's not that loud. Not as loud as the radiator. Where are my brushes? Okay, let's put some shimmers on. What's going on in the chat? Hello. Thank you, Donna, for asking about how my new job is going. That's super sweet of you. It's going well. It's gotten very busy. I'm working, how much information did I disclose before? It's okay, it's the chat. I'm not going to say the company name, but it's the chat. We're all friends here. I'm working customer service from home for a retail establishment, a retail company. So it's been busy because it's the holiday season and it's, everyone's ordering their gifts, especially with shipping being slow this year. Everyone's ordering their gifts right now. So it's been very, very busy, but it's okay. Makes the day go by quicker, and I get to take a lot of orders over the phone from little sweet old ladies, and I love talking to them so much. They tell me about their grandkids, so that's my favorite thing ever. I'm going to go in with my single eyeshadow from Menagerie Cosmetics that already got me. Let me see, what's it called? Starling. Yes, I'm going to go in with Starling. I don't know why I got a brush, because I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go in with my fingers here. Donna's asking what a hot pole is. Friends with hot poles. How do I describe a hot pole? It's a pole that's protected by it's got a little house here. I could show you my hot pole right here. Here's my hot pole. There's a little hot pole that lives in there, and he gives off heat and makes the apartment warmer, and it goes through the whole apartment building. So trying to think of how to describe it. Yes, he's a hot pole. I think he has water in him. I think there's water in the pole. I don't know, though. Don't quote me on that. I actually don't know anything at all, so never mind. But, yeah. Thank you, Ava. It is a really pretty purple shimmer. Focus on it. Focus on it. It's so pretty. It's so reflective. It's so nice. And we're going to pop some of that on here. And just transform everything. Oh, it looks so nice. What's everybody saying? Hello. Thank you, Donna. I am a good customer service person. I gotta say, I gotta toot my own horn for a second, because customer service is where I thrive. I like talking to people, especially when they're nice to me. You know, I'll talk to the people that aren't nice to me, but I like talking to the people who are nice to me. And sometimes, you know, a lot of people who are ordering things over the phone, you can tell it's because they want to talk to somebody. Especially, I think all of us, you know, having spent the last year plus not being able to go out as much, some people are just, you know, they're thrilled to be talking to somebody on the phone and to have a conversation. I had one lady keep me on the phone for like almost an hour the other day placing her order, just because she kept telling me things about everyone who she was ordering from. Like, she'd pick an item and then be like, oh, and this is for this person because they like this and they just got done doing this and this is their job. And I was like, oh, yes, tell me everything. Tell me the drama. Tell me everything. I want to hear all about it. And it's so fun. And luckily my company doesn't care when we do that. They are happy to let us converse with the customer. So I'm very grateful for that, because I won't cut anybody off. I'm like, tell me everything right now. Let's see, I gotta go to rub my finger on my paper towel down here. Let's see what I'm doing next. Check in on the chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Olivia says that their hot pole doesn't even have covers. They have steam. Wow. Is there steam inside, or does the steam come outside? I'm really trying to rack my brain on how a hot pole works. Mine, at my old apartment, it didn't have a cover either, which was dangerous because I had to make sure Bert didn't go near them at all because they would get so hot. But nice for putting your feet on. You got a big thick pair of socks on, you put your feet on the hot pole. That's really comforting in the wintertime. But I need to learn how the hot pole works. Still trying to learn. Oh my gosh. Hi Dee, thank you so much for watching while finishing up some work. Super sweet. I hope you're getting your work done here. You know, you gotta work hard to play hard. That's not true. You don't have to work hard to play hard. You can do, what is playing hard? Let's talk about that. What's playing hard? I don't know what that means. I don't think I do play hard. I think I play a regular amount on a feisty day, on a spicy day. I think I'm playing a regular amount. Like on Halloween this year on Saturday night, because we celebrated Halloween on Saturday night, even though it was technically the day before Halloween, because my boyfriend and I both work on Sundays, so we weren't really trying to go out on Sunday, and we were like, yeah, let's go party hard, Halloween, absolutely, let's totally rage. We went to 2 different gastropubs and had fall-themed drinks, and then went for a walk afterwards, and that is about the closest I get to playing hard. But, yeah, I just get into a newscaster voice, and that's about the closest I get to playing hard. Now back to you with weather. I feel like I'm talking in a very newscaster voice. I love that. I like seeing, for some reason, TikTok thinks that I love watching newscasters get ready in the morning, and they're right, I do. Those are some of my favorite TikToks to watch, is all the news reporters that are getting ready in the morning. They're getting ready at like 2 in the morning, and they show you their makeup routine, and I'm like, yes, tell me everything. And then they show you a little clip of them on the news, and I'm like, oh, it's behind the scenes. That's so cool. That's so freaking cool. I like that so much. What's everybody talking about? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Alexa. Alexa likes my shimmer combo. I didn't even say what the second one is. This is from Give Me Glow. Is it Give Me Glow? No, it's Give Me Glow. And it's in the shade Pretty Little Lilac. And I love it so much. We're getting our warm tone and cool tone purples in here today. Love it. Going all purple everything. Yes, Sarah says she's also neither work hard nor play hard. Not that intense. I'm exactly same. I'm not that intense. I don't work in that intensity. I do work hard, unfortunately, because not unfortunately, if any of my employers are watching, I'm so happy to work. I love to turn the wheels of capitalism. Yay! No, it's okay. I like my job, so I don't mind. I don't mind working hard, and they're very reasonable with the work that they expect from us. So, very happy. Thank you so much. Get these eyes even. They're not even. I like the way each of them looks individually, but they don't look the same. But that's okay. You'll have that. I just go for the same eye shape every time I do my makeup. I'm realizing I'm always like matte in the front, matte in the back, shimmers in the middle, and make it look a little graphic. But that's okay. I know what shape I like. I know what shape works for me, and I'm happy with this. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm loving all this hot pole dialogue. I love that we're all sharing our hot pole stories. This is so fun. Yes. Ooh. Victoria, you mean to tell me Emily Noel is a former news anchor? What? I don't watch her, but now I'm about to. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. That's so cool. News anchor turned YouTuber. Honestly, I feel like that pipeline makes sense to me, because they're already good in front of a camera and they like talking to people, but maybe she wanted to get a little more personal. I don't know. I'm just making things up right now. I like to muse about what people are like, even though I don't know. That's so cool now. Thank you, Artie. Artie likes my look. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving these shimmers. That's so cool. Wow. See, I'm hot, even with the radiator off. Like, hot poles give off a lot of heat on their own. You guys, I'm such a fraud. My hot pole's not even hot right now. What the heck? Is this even a hot pole? What is this? I don't know. When I first moved to New York, I moved into my boyfriend's our apartment. He lived there first, but I moved in with him because he lived in New York before I did, and he started calling it a hot pole. So I just assume that's the name of it. I don't even know if this is a hot pole. It doesn't feel hot. People rewatching the stream are like clicking out. Don't want to hear any more hot pole discourse, but that's what you come to the live stream for. It's whatever comes up, comes up. We have a legal obligation to talk about hot poles. I am being sponsored by a big hot pole. Just kidding. I'm not. I don't know if there is a big hot pole, but if there is, and they want to sponsor me, I don't know what our collab would be. Big hot pole. I don't know. Maybe I could do a hot pole inspired look. I could do a little graphic liner pole with like flames coming off of it. No, it's probably too dangerous. They don't want me to promote fires or anything. But just coming up with ideas, big hot pole. You gotta give some suggestions too. I can't be the only one doing it here. I'm just going back in with my little KVD pomade, my multi-use pomade in the shade Roxy Purple. Just trying to add some of that liner back in because I did like that color. I don't want to lose it altogether. Let's give some more purple to the look. What's everybody saying? Oh my gosh. Ava, thank you. That's such a good question. Where did I live before New York? So, I am from Massachusetts. I'm from southeastern Massachusetts, and I don't know why I gave you my directionals, but if you're from Massachusetts, you gotta give where, because western Massachusetts is basically upstate New York, and eastern Massachusetts is basically Rhode Island, in my head. I live equally distant from Providence and Boston, so I'm, Rhode Island, very much just all around a New England gal. So, I'm from Massachusetts. And then I went to college at Lexi knows, Lexi and I, no, I don't want to out Lexi's college. Lexi and I went to college in New Jersey, baby. Went to college in central New Jersey, and we actually went to college in Princeton. We didn't go to college. I keep saying we. I'm just bringing you into this, Lexi. I went to college near Princeton, New Jersey, but I didn't go to Princeton. You did not have to have Princeton grades to get into the college I went to. So then I lived in New Jersey for 4 years, and then I moved to New York after that. So, Massachusetts to New Jersey to New York. That's where I've been living so far. I really like New York, though. I'll probably stay here for a while. Probably stay here for at least a few more years. Say a few more years. Probably longer than that. I really like New York. New York is great. Plenty to do. And I live in Queens, New York, if you didn't know that. I don't know if everybody knows I live in Queens. I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, Gio, she's the New York City gal. I'm like, yes, I am. In my little Queens suburb. So It's not really a suburb, though. I got a freaking train right here. I can get anywhere in 2 seconds. Not necessarily 2 seconds. The trains don't run well. Bert's up. Bert's up, and he's ready to party. Told you guys, it's the party hours right now. And I'm shocked that he wasn't awake sooner. Why did the lighting get so bad? It's okay, let me change it. Nope. I don't like, nope. There we go. We got it. We got it. That's fine. It's fine. Bert, what do you think? What do you think? Little guy. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, and he did a big yawn. Yes, 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 yes. Bert's been so sweet all day. He kept sitting on my lap today while I was working. I'd be on the phone with customers, and he would come sit on my lap, and he would just purr. It's so sweet. It makes me so happy. Oh, thank you. Check in with the chat. Oh my gosh, Olivia's from Boston, and you live in New York? That's so freaking cool. I feel like the Massachusetts to New York pipeline is pretty pumping. You know, we're spitting people out in Massachusetts and picking them up and dropping them by their little pants in New York, and we're staying here because we like it. You know, it's a good time. Yes, Donna, Queens is where the nanny is from. Queens, the nanny, and Bert are both from Flushing, Queens. We love Flushing. I don't live in Flushing right now, but right, I say right now. I've never lived in Flushing, but yeah, the nanny is from Queens in like a similar area to me. Not exactly like I'm on the same train line as where the nanny lived, but yeah, the nanny is from Queens. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, thank you for bringing that up. What? Oh no, I missed something. Artie's excited about something and I missed it, so I have to scroll back. For oh no, I don't know what that is. I scrolled back and I didn't know what the thing you were talking about is. An Anne Boleyn concert. What is that? That sounds cool. I bet that's really cool. Oh man. Oh, a lot of Bostonians in the chat. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's so cool. Are you guys like, how do I phrase this? Are you guys from Boston? Or do you say you're from Boston, but you're nearby Boston? I'm not calling you out. This is not a roast. I used to have a friend who would always say that they were from Boston, but they weren't, like, actually from Boston. But they just said that because, you know, it's easier. It's easier to describe places sometimes by a city, which is why I sometimes say that I live in New York City, even though I live in Queens. So I'm curious, do you guys live in Boston? And if you do, that's so freaking cool. Like, that's awesome. Boston is a very cool city. Not on a grid, like New York is. Gotta say, I do prefer the grid system. It helps me to prevent getting lost, but I do like Boston, too. Let's see. How are my eyelashes so crusty? I think the thing is with this KVD pomade is you have to try to not get it on your eyelashes because it dries down. It makes them crusty. So I did that. It's fine because I think I might put a false lash on. I don't know, you guys. We'll see. I might. I think this look could look good with a false lash, so I'm going to try to put it on. Yeah, because my lashes aren't doing much on their own right now, so we might have to do a false lash. And in a moment, we'll check in with the chat, see what the chat is saying. Yeah, these eyelashes are so crusty. My goodness, I've never been crustier. Never been crustier. What can you do? Just like Bridget Jones. No. I don't know what I'm saying. What's Drew Barrymore in? Never been kissed, never been crustier. That's me. What's everyone saying? Yes. Yay, Bert. Thank you, Olivia. I love Bert. Bert's so good. Ooh, okay. Dee says that they're thinking about moving to New York City, but it's different to live there. Yeah, for sure. I totally feel ya with that. That's why I love living in Queens, because it's like living in the city and I can get to Manhattan really quickly, but it's not as loud. I say it's not as loud. My neighborhood is still loud comparatively to like living in the suburbs of Massachusetts. Queens is very loud. Every time my mom comes and stays here, she like has so much trouble falling asleep because it's so loud. It's really just garbage trucks, but it's loud for her. So it's definitely still loud, but I like living in a borough. Dang it. It's okay, you guys. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. It's okay. My battery died, but I have a backup one, so I'm sorry to everyone watching later. Don't panic. Don't leave, okay? Don't leave, because we're gonna be back in business in 5, 4. I shouldn't count down. I don't know that for sure, but it's okay. Now I turn it off. Wait for it, here I am. I'm back. It's all good. I had a backup battery ready to go. And this battery is piping hot. That's a little horrifying. I don't know if that's how it should be. But let's see. Ooh, we're getting some responses on my Boston question. Oh my gosh, Olivia, you went to high school in Newton? That's so cool. I know where that is. Heck yeah, shout out to Newton. Newton is really beautiful, actually. I would live in Newton, I think, because it's really pretty. My mom used to work there, and I like to go and visit her there. That's so cool. Thank you, Donna. Donna says purple is good color on me. Thank you so much. That was super sweet of you. I don't know why I took such a long beat there. I'm going to get back to my mascara because I was doing one swipe of mascara, and then my camera died. So, I got to get back on it. Poke myself in the eye. What's the chat saying? What's going on? Would you cool it? I was honking outside. I was talking about how nice and quiet Queens was, but there's honking. You guys aren't proving my point here. Let me just slap this mascara on. Yeah, false lashes are going to be a necessity today because I did not. This is like maybe the worst mascara application I've done, and you guys won't be able to tell because I'm not going to zoom in that far. And I don't want to harp on it, you know. But I'm going to put some false lashes on for sure. Cool it. Stop honking. The thing about my street is even though Queens is quiet, my street tends to get loud because people double park all the time. And I live on a one-way street and people double park. And then the big loading trucks have to like cut through because there's a grocery store at the end of my street. So they're coming to like unload, groceries to the grocery store, and then people are double parked, and then you can't get through, so they get big loud honks all day. And I also live near a post office, so there's always like post office trucks. They get stuck. It's a whole thing. You guys, you know how it is. You know how double parking is. I was just looking at this candle as if it was my coffee, and I was going to take a sip. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes! Oh my gosh, Lexi Astoria, so cool. I would love to live in Astoria too, but also Astoria is a little louder than my current neighborhood. But it's because they have more stuff to do, so I get it. You know, I totally get it. Certain parts of Astoria aren't as loud, but Astoria is so cute. It's got so many cool, little trendy little coffee shops down there. There's so many good restaurants I like in Astoria. There's a place called Mom's in Astoria, which does incredible brunch. They do like such cool brunch options. They have mac and cheese pancakes. What? Insane. Mac and cheese pancakes with like a sriracha, honey, maple syrup. It's so, so good. They also have giant mimosas. Like they do mimosas, but they call them mimosas because they're called moms. And they're like the size of your head. They're so good. So I like Mom's. Mom's is good. It's everybody's saying. Oh my gosh, Ava, I did the same thing when I went to visit New York when I was like a kid, or when I was in school, when I was like 10, I was like, yes, I'm going to move to New York City tomorrow. Mom, let's move to New York. And she was like, no, we can't. But it's fun, you know, especially when you're little. I don't know about you. I don't know if you were a theater kid like I was, but when we went on like our first trip to go see a Broadway show, I was like, Times Square is my favorite place on earth. Which, like, now as a person living in New York, I'm like, Times Square is my least favorite place on earth. You can't pay me to go to Times Square. I go out of my way to go around Times Square, even if I have to be in that area. But, you know, it's New York, city of dreams, city so nice they named it twice. Manhattan is the other name. All right, what's everybody saying? Hello. Oh my gosh, Victoria, you're from Chicago? That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I went to Chicago once with my mom after I graduated college, and we did like every single touristy thing you could do. We took a double-decker bus. We got deep dish pizza from Giordano's. It was so good. I want to go back so bad. It was so, so pretty. The skyline, the Chicago skyline, so freaking cool. We also went to the top of the Willis Tower, where you can see like 4 different states at once. Incredible. I love to be in a tall building overlooking beautiful views, so that was really fun for me. I love Chicago. I'll even miss Chicago. I want to go back to Chicago now. What should I do? Should we put anything on the lower lash line? I'll be honest, I don't really want to. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to stick to just lashes. And I look green, but that's okay. It's a live stream. It's okay. What's everyone saying? What's everyone saying? Oh my gosh, and Ava's from the Chicago suburbs? I didn't know that. Ava, don't you live in Michigan now? You live in Michigan, right? You and Tara, Michiganites, my Michigan queens, right? Aren't you both from Michigan? I'm like, right? Answer right now. Sorry. I want to go to Michigan. If you guys do live, I know Tara lives in Michigan for sure, but I do want to visit Michigan because I think it looks fun and I like the way everybody talks so freaking much. I could scream. My friend Dakota's mom is from Michigan. Right, Lexi? Her mom's from Michigan, right? I think so. But she has my favorite accent in the whole world. I love the way she talks so much. The first time she spoke, I was like, correct. That is the way we all should be speaking. That should be the universal accent, is Michigan. I love it. The Midwest, I love the food. I love Midwestern food. I want to eat corn. Sounding like such a Northeasterner. I'm like, yes, the Midwest. Corn. Very good. Very good. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, why did I think you lived in Michigan, Ava? At one point, I thought you lived. I think I was going off of your accent. You know what? Sometimes I hear people talk and I'm like, yep, I know where you live. I don't need verification. I know where you live already. And for some reason, I thought, Ava, at one point, I thought you lived in Ohio. I thought you sounded like a little Ohio to me. I don't know why. I don't know a lot of people from Ohio. And then at one point, I thought you lived in Michigan. But I bet the Midwestern accent is like, I bet if you're from the Midwest, you can tell the difference between all of them. But if you're not, then if you're just a silly old Northeasterner like me, then you probably, I can't always tell the difference. I'm like, everyone's from Michigan. I love Michigan. Let's go to Michigan. But do you guys think I have an accent? As I slip into a British accent, do you guys think I talk with an accent? I feel like I don't. I try hard to talk with a neutral accent. I don't try hard, but I feel like I have a pretty neutral accent. But every once in a while, I feel like you can kind of tell where I'm from. People, when I'm on my customer service job on the phone, people can tell I'm not from New York because I very much do not have a New York accent. Sometimes I slip into a fake one. Sometimes I try to talk like I'm from Long Island because I think it's very fun. But I do not have a New York accent at all because I'm not from here. But that's okay. A lot of people in New York are not from New York and therefore don't have New York accents. What's everybody saying? I love accent talk. Let's all talk about accents. What's going on? Hello. Dee said I do so well streaming. Thank you. Bert, what are you doing? Bert's here. Huh? As you say, I do well streaming. I get distracted. Ella's from Ohio. Hello. Hello to Ohio. Right? That's so cool. Ava, I could see people thinking you're from Minnesota or Canada. I could definitely see that, and I love it. I love it. I don't know anyone from Minnesota, but I do love the accents. I talk to a lot of customers on the phone from Minnesota, and every time I'm like, it's like I'm eating a warm bowl of soup when I'm talking to them. It's just such a delicious accent. Oh my gosh, Donna lives in South Carolina. That's fun. Oh my gosh, I want to visit South Carolina. I want to go to Outer Banks, right? Is that in South Carolina? I should have brushed up on my geography before today because that would have been helpful for me. Yes, we can tell. Victoria, you can tell where I'm from based off my accent as I slip into another fake accent. I can't do it. I can't talk in a normal voice. It's very difficult for me. Let me pull out my one pair of lashes that I wear. What's the maximum amount of time that you can rewear lashes? And if you guys say anything less than 20, I'm going to be mad because I've worn these quite a few times. Probably not 20 times. I'm probably exaggerating. But I do just keep washing them and wearing them again. And by washing them, I mean peeling off the glue. So, great. All right. Artie, I knew you were in North Carolina. That's so cool. And that's interesting because I feel like, I'm trying to remember what your voice sounds like. A creepy thing to sit here and be like, let me remember what your voice sounds like. Artie sent me a voice message like many months ago. And I remember being like, oh, what is this? What is this accent? I love it. So cool. Accents are, Victoria, I'm about to quote your message here. Accents are like eyeshadow shades. It's hard to tell unless you hear them all next to each other. So freaking true. Absolutely. So many accents can sound similar to each other until you hear them next to each other. Such a good point. Such a good way to describe it. You're so smart. Oh my gosh. Let me get my eyeliner adhesive here and turn up my brightness because it keeps getting darker out. I'm also not wearing blush because I did my pretty highlight though. I'm not wearing blush. I gotta put on blush still, but I'll do it after my eyelashes. What's everyone saying? Outer Banks is North Carolina. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I very confidently said a place and was wrong about where it is. Myrtle Beach is South Carolina though, right? Right? Where's Ozark? Where are the Ozarks? Those aren't any Carolinas, are they? I like Ozark. I like Jason Bateman. I like Jason Bateman and Ozark a lot, and everything a lot. But is that in a Carolina? Too funny. Oh my gosh, D's from the DC area. There's totally a DC area. Totally has a distinct accent. You know, I feel like DMV. You know, isn't that Delaware, Maryland, Virginia? That's yes, I got it. I got it right. That all has like a type of accent, you know. Does DC sound similar to Baltimore? My friend Alexa, who's here, is from Baltimore, and I freaking live and die for her Baltimore accent. I love it so much. I love the way people from Baltimore talk so much. And I feel like, yes, oh my gosh. Oh, okay, now Lexi coming in from the DMV saying the DMV has many different accents depending on where you live. I can see that. I bet that's totally true. I would love to hear them all one after the other so I can hear all of them. But every once in a while, I'll hear somebody talking on TV. Like if my boyfriend's watching a sport, I interject and I'm like, is that man from Baltimore? And he's like, that man is from Baltimore. And I'm like, I could tell. I love the way he speaks. That's how I can tell. Love a Baltimore accent. I really genuinely do love all accents. Like, I really do. There's not an accent I don't like. I just like regionalisms. I think it's so fun to hear. They focus on this eyelash adhesive for a second. I can't believe I'm really about to try to put false lashes on camera. This is signing up for things I don't want to do, but that's okay. What's going on? I feel like I missed something. Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina. Heck yeah, love it. I got something kind of sort of right. Where's my lash glue? Found it. Yes! Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, my Carolina friends are like, you silly northern girl, you don't know what you're talking about. And you're right. If you were to say that, which you're probably not, you would be right. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never been to a Carolina before. Let's talk about all the states I've been to. Is that interesting for anyone but me? I don't know. But I'm going to go through them quickly. I've been to all of the New England states. Obviously, New England gal, we tend to travel around that area a lot. I've been to Maine a bunch of times, New Hampshire, Vermont. What else is in New England? Rhode Island. I live 5 minutes from Rhode Island in Massachusetts. Like, we live on the Rhode Island side of Massachusetts, so been to many parts of Rhode Island. And Connecticut, of course, Gilmore Gals. It's not actually as fun in Connecticut as it makes it look on Gilmore Gals, but I wonder what they base Stars Hollow off of, because I would go there. But, like, Hartford? Currently offending everyone from Hartford. I'm so sorry if anyone here is from Hartford. I auditioned at a school there, and I was like, I don't want to hang out in Hartford. This is boring for me. But let's see. What was I saying? I was talking about all the states I've been to. All of the New England states, and then New York, and then Florida. Been to Disney World. California, but only once when I was very little, and it was San Diego. So I don't really remember it. I've been to Alaska. That was really fun. I went to Alaska when I was 8 on a cruise with my mom and my dad. My dad was there too. So I've been to Alaska. Where else? Chicago. So Illinois. I've been to Illinois. It was good conversation for while my lashes dry. I've not been to that many states. Haven't been to Texas. Would love to visit Texas. Would love to visit a Carolina. I was in Kentucky for like a minute. I auditioned at a school in Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati. Oops, I'm not trying to flip you off. I was trying to do a peace sign. University of Cincinnati. I didn't get in. But I did go to Cincinnati, so I had to go to the airport in Kentucky. So I guess that doesn't really count as being in Kentucky. But I was in Cincinnati for an evening, and I don't think I care to return. That's okay. It's just because I had bad memories because I didn't get into the school there. But Cincinnati was fine enough. Wait until I say everybody's place they live. What's everybody talking about? We're talking about Daytona. That's in Florida, right? I haven't been there. I've only been to Orlando, you know, where Disney World is. That's where I've been in Florida. Yeah, I think I went to Tampa once because I have an aunt who lives in Tampa. So I have been to Tampa. before. Never been to DC. I want to go to DC. We were talking about going to DC last spring, and then we couldn't go anywhere last spring. But I know DC is not that far. I can just take a bus from New York, so I gotta go to DC. That could be really fun for me. Alaska is so freaking cool. Oh my gosh, we went at a good time of year too. We went in April, I believe. Yeah, because I think it was April break. So we went in April, which is a great time of year to go to Alaska because it's not freezing cold anymore. It's like just starting to warm up a little bit. And the date, I'm probably remembering this wrong because I was 8 and I don't retain a lot of my childhood memories for some reason. But I remember it got light really early. I remember waking up at like 3 in the morning thinking it was fully like 8 o'clock and it was 3 in the morning. So yeah, that's Alaska. It's not, but Alaska is really beautiful. We went to a few different places there and it was really nice. You can see big eagles flying around, which is like one of the coolest things in the world. I really, really liked that about it. Alaska is definitely a place on my bucket list to return to as an adult because it was so freaking cool and I just like it so much. Okay, I didn't do too bad. I tried to just like not think about it, to not put a lot of pressure on myself with these eyelashes. If you guys could feel my cheek right now, you'd be blown away. I'm so warm. How long have I been on the live stream? Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Okay, been over an hour, but what are you gonna do? You know? What are you gonna do? Thank you, Artie. You should like the stream. Give the stream a like. I always forget to ask. Thank you so much, because it doesn't feel like a real video. So I'm like, just give me an actual thumbs up. You don't have to give me a like. Give me both though, if you have the time. Thank you. Ava loves DC. I'm so happy with all this DC discourse. Come to DC during cherry blossoms. Okay, done. Doing it. Love it. I'll be there. I want to see the cherry blossoms so bad. I see pictures online. It looks so pretty. I like cherry blossoms. I like trees. Ooh, we got some Tennessee discourse going on. I would like to visit Tennessee. I hear lots of good things about Nashville and Memphis. And those are the only 2 states I can say. I had, don't say that. Don't say that. Never mind. Sorry, just me talking to myself. I'll tell you, it's on the stream. You know how when people used to talk to strangers on Omegle? I talked to a stranger one time for a while. We had a texting relationship. So at the time I would have called him my boyfriend, but at the time now I would call him a stranger I shouldn't have been talking to. But I talked to a boy from Chattanooga for a while, so I know about Chattanooga. That's a really cool word. I like that. So that is my Tennessee. That is my addition to the Tennessee discourse. Also know my boyfriend's sister used to live in Nashville for like years and years and years. She doesn't live there anymore, but she goes back and visits all the time because she loves Nashville so much. So I would like to go to Nashville. Maybe she'll take me to Nashville. We had an opportunity to go. I forget why we couldn't go. I probably had to work. But yeah, I would love to go to Nashville. Let me just focus on that liner for a second. All right, we're doing great. What's everybody talking about? Yes, we're still talking about the cherry blossoms. I love it. The cherry blossoms look so pretty. Look so pretty. Would love to see it someday in person. That would be so cool. Where's everybody else from? Somebody tell me a state we haven't mentioned yet. Let me think of a state that we haven't talked about. Anyone from a Dakota? Anyone from North or South Dakota? I talked to a woman on the phone the other day who was from Fargo, which is in... I hear my neighbor yelling in the hallway. I'm not even close to the hallway. My bedroom is in the back of the apartment building. I don't know why she's yelling. I don't know why she's yelling. It's probably fine. Okay, it's fine. Don't draw attention to it. It's fine. It's not because you're being loud. She cannot hear you. I have to tell myself that every time I hear someone yelling outside. I'm like, it's not at me. They're not yelling at me. It's totally fine. Anyone from a Dakota? Anyone from a Dakota? That's what we were talking about. I was talking about how I talked to a lady on the phone from Fargo the other day, and she made it sound like an absolute delight. She was telling me to come visit and how beautiful it is in the snow and how she'd like to visit New York City someday. And I was like, ooh, wish we could just like teleport, switch places real quick so we could see what it was like and then switch right back. Sandy, you're from Minnesota? That's so cool. I was just talking about earlier how cool I think Minnesota is and how I would love to go someday. We were invited to a wedding in Minnesota that got canceled. I was bummed. I wanted to go. I thought that sounded really cool. Ooh, Donna is talking. Donna lived in North Dakota for 6 years. Donna, you got an interesting history. That's very cool. That is very, very cool. Mino, that's how you say it, right? I only know that from watching Fargo, because I know they talked about that in Fargo. I love Fargo. Fargo is a fun show. You guys should watch it. That's so cool, though. Oh my gosh. And Tressa, you're from Utah? That's so cool. I would love to go to Utah. There's places in Utah that look like they're Mars, and I want to go there. I think that's so cool. I know Utah's got some canyons up in there. Where's the Grand Canyon? Where is the Grand Canyon? Where is the Grand Canyon? Alexa? Where's the Grand Canyon? Also Alexa, if you know.
Grand Canyon is located in Arizona, in the United States.
What? I would not have guessed Arizona. That's cool, though. That's very cool. Wow. Ooh, North Dakota is a great place to live. It's flat. Wow. Why did I not think North Dakota would be flat? I think because I think of it in the north. I'm like, north equals mountains, but that's not necessarily true. And that's a lesson I have to remember. Mino. Dang it. I knew there was a 50-50 chance. I was either going to say Mino or Mino. You guys all knew the Grand Canyon was in Arizona, and I'm over here like, I didn't know. That's really cool. That's very cool. Wow, everyone's like, Arizona, 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 Arizona. Why didn't I know that? That's because I've never been over there. I haven't really been that far west. I've been up and down the East Coast, and by up and down, I mean I've been to New England and Florida and New York, but I haven't really been much else, besides Alaska, just way over there, and Chicago that one time. But, I gotta go places. Bye, Artie. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. I'm so happy that was here. Lexi, that makes sense. If you told me the Grand Canyon was in Nevada, I'd be like, absolutely, of course it is. Nevada's an interesting state, because there's Vegas, but then there's people who live in, like, the other parts of Nevada, which are much less populated. If I'm remembering correctly from when I was watching the presidential election last year and they were showing different areas of Nevada. Nevada. It's also Nevada. Not Nevada. Nevada, right? Right? My Nevadians, I don't know if there's any of you in here, but yeah, no, Nevada is interesting. I gotta learn more about Nevada geography because it's not all Vegas, baby. Some of it's other places, and we gotta remember that. What's going on? Oh my gosh. That's so cool! Oh my gosh, Victoria, you live an hour from Fargo? That's really, really cool. Oh my gosh, you have to tell me what it's like. I would love to come visit. I would love to come visit other parts of the country. That's so cool. What do I want to put on for blush? I need to put a blush on. All my makeup is falling over. I'm not organized. Let's pick a blush. Any blush. Just don't overthink it. Just pick a blush. It's okay. Any blush is fine. Okay, I'm going to use the blush I made myself out of crushing up all of my other blushes, because that's a good blush for when you're indecisive, because it's all of my blushes. Okay, we'll do that. Excellent. Here's my blush brush. What's it probably saying? Oh my gosh, hello. Vegas and other places. Exactly. Yep. I know there's other places that have names. I just can't think of a single name of anywhere in Nevada right now. So if anyone can call out a city that's not Las Vegas in Nevada, let me know. And is it Las Vegas? Nope. Las Vegas. Right, Bert? Bert's my little geography hound over here. Oh, you can't see him. You can't see him. My geography hound. Oh, what a good guy. Love him so much. Yes, I know. California looks fun. My friend Dakota just moved there. She just moved to Los Angeles, and I'm like, I would love to visit. I would love to check it out. I don't think I'd want to live in LA because, I don't know, I just don't think I would want to. I don't want to drive that much. I really don't like driving that much. But I would love to visit. I would absolutely love to visit, and I'd love to see other parts of California. I feel like I hear California, and I'm like, LA, LA, LA. But there's other parts. There's Sacramento. There's San Diego, there's San Jose, there's, where'd I take an order from today? Pasadena. There's Pasadena, California. Name another place in California. Lake Tahoe. I know people like Lake Tahoe. Is that in California? I think it is. There's Big Sur. Oh my gosh, where Big Little Lies was filmed. Was it filmed there? It's supposed to be in Big Sur, though, right? That looked beautiful. That looked absolutely beautiful. I would love to go to Big Sur, and I would love to go to, what's the other one? Palm Springs. That's another one that's pretty. Look at this blush. A nice little blush made of all my other blushes. I'm putting on too much. That's absolutely for certain. But what else is new? My little nose here. Oh my gosh, we're so much blush today. What can you do? What can you do when your name is Bertram? What can you do when your name is Bertram? What can you do when your name is Bertram? All the sands. There's so many sands in California. San Jose. Can't think of any others. San Francisco. San Francisco is another one that we like. Absolutely. I bet it's expensive, though. Yeah, it looks expensive. It looked expensive in the Princess Diaries, so I'll tell you that much for sure. Love the Princess Diaries, though. It's my mirror. Bert, how do I lose all my stuff? Are you sitting on my mirror? Are you kidding me? I'm holding it. Literally holding my mirror. Too funny. Oh my gosh. Yes. Amber, literally me too. LA would chew me up and spit me out. Absolutely. 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 I'm going to put on this lipstick. I don't know if it's going to go. I bought this for my Lorelai Gilmore costume that I wore for Halloween. I was trying to match that shade she always wears. This is Plum Perfect from Maybelline. It's really pretty. I like it because you can build it up. Should I try lip liner? No. Hands are too shaky right now. Wouldn't be good for anyone. Let's give it a try. Never mind. I rescind that. We're gonna give it a try. Okay. Where's my lip liner? I don't put anything away where it's supposed to go. So when I need things, yeah, I have to pull everything out. So I'm gonna browse the chat while I browse for this lip liner. That's definitely not in here. Dang it. I know. Okay. Sorry for the non-continuity. We're not doing lip liner anymore. What's everyone saying? The parks in California and the mountains. That's a good point, Star. I always forget that California is not just like city. It's not just LA. You know, there's mountains there too. Just because a place sounds like it's all warm doesn't mean it is all warm, you know. Does that lip go? I don't know. That's okay. We're going to go for it. We've already committed. It's a pretty color. I don't know if it goes, but I like it. Give me a second to let this on. This is very, very late 90s color, which I like about it. Again, I don't know if it goes, but I do like it a lot. Let's hum while I do this. Here on the road, feeling lonely and so cold. All you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train where Bert leads. I will follow. He's so sick of me. That's okay. Use the monitor as a mirror. One of those. 5 out of 10 application, but 10 out of 10 color. I do really like this color a lot. Oh my gosh, wow, what's everyone saying? Oh my gosh, Ava's the opposite. Loves driving, hates public transportation. Hey, I hate both. So, I like walking. I'm such a funny little pal because I will walk like 5 miles to get somewhere just to not take a train or take a car. Vincent, my boyfriend and I do that all the time. We always just we'll walk all over the city. We'll walk to a bridge. We'll walk over the Queensboro Bridge. Like, we don't care. We just like to walk. Well, I don't know if he likes to walk as much. He does. He likes to walk as much as I do. But I don't like to take a train, and I don't like to take a car. But I do like to take the old feats, the old 1-2s. I like to take them all over the place. I'm happy to walk, happy to travel in that way. Oh my goodness. Lex, everyone's talking about Gilmore Girls now. Yay, we love Gilmore Girls. Go rewatch Gilmore Girls. I finished it, sadly. I'm probably going to start a rewatch soon. I've been trying to get through the Gilmore Girls A Year in a Life, but I gotta be honest, it hasn't been as fun as regular Gilmore Girls. But that's okay. You know, all good things come to an end, and Gilmore Girls came to an end in season 6. So that's all right. Season 7, we all know season 7 wasn't great. End of season 7, I still cried, but definitely hit its stride in season 6. Oh no, this is a really long stream. I didn't mean to talk for so long. That's okay. Oh, we're having such a good conversation. I don't want to leave. My makeup's done, but I don't want to leave. We're having a good conversation. Let me read. Yes. Oh my gosh, walking. Yeah, walking is great for an anxious person like myself. Exactly. I'm glad that you're on the same page with me because sometimes public transportation gets a little crowded. Don't love being in big crowds like that. I get impatient, because sometimes the trains are late, sometimes the trains run bad, and I don't like waiting for a train. I would rather keep things moving, keep things chugging, keep myself walking. At least I'm going forward that way. Once it gets a little chillier out, I'll definitely be taking public transportation now or more. But right now, I like walking. I like walking all over the place. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dee, that was super sweet of you. Did you just send me $1.49? How did you do that? That was so cool. Thank you so much. That was super sweet of you. Is that real? You sent me a cat. This is so sweet. Does the cat have a nose? Does the cat have a red nose? Picking up the camera. The cat has a little red mouth and nose. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Star, that is a great question. Star says that I'm curious for any of you, when you rewatch a show, if there are any episodes you don't really like, do you skip it or just watch it? I skip. I'm happy to skip. I've already seen them. I don't need the continuity. I don't really skip any for Gilmore Girls, but I feel that way with Seinfeld. I don't know if you guys watch Seinfeld, but I like Seinfeld. But there's one episode of Seinfeld that my boyfriend and I both have one. We both have one episode of Seinfeld that we do not like, and we skip it. We don't even ask each other. It gets to that, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch this one. So yeah, I'm happy to skip if there's an episode I don't like, because again, I don't need the continuity. I've seen the whole show, so I'm not going to miss anything. So yeah, I do skip episodes, even when I'm doing a full watch through. Sometimes with The Office, I will skip the Scott's Tots episode. If I'm not in a place where I can cringe a lot, I will skip the Scott's Tots episode, because sometimes I just can't do it. Sometimes I simply can't do it. Oh man. Well, you guys, it's 6:30, and I have to eat something because my belly's starting to grumble a little bit. But I had so much fun streaming with you guys. We had such good conversation this week. This was like my favorite conversation in a live stream by far. This was so fun. I'm sorry I didn't talk about the Sephora sale that long. That's like what I made the title of the video. But live streams are unpredictable. It's really hard to predict the title before it happens because whatever happens, happens, But I had so much fun, and I hope you guys all have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. My goodness. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm bad at goodbyes. I don't want to say goodbye. Oh, let me show you the makeup. Here it is. Looking down at the screen. Look at how shimmery everything is. We got lots of glitter and shimmer and everything. If you have any questions about the makeup or anything, leave a comment on this video, and I'll get back to you. I'll try to go edit the description and write some makeup details if you're interested, but just leave me a comment and I'll answer you directly. I'm happy to answer you directly. But thank you guys so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. It's been a great live stream. Bert says goodbye too. We'll miss you guys, but I'll be back on Friday. With another video, and I can't wait to see you then. So